All right, welcome to another episode of the Great Owete Podcast. So every week, what I try to do on this podcast is to share career and leadership development lessons that either I've learned or have certain guests on the show, thought leaders, career professionals, HR experts, generally leaders who can come share some of their career and leadership development lessons that they've picked up on the road to where they are today. And so, particularly today, I don't have any guests. I want to share. I want to run through like two professional ideas or two professional development ideas that I have learned that works, right? And so I believe that you can pick one or two things that would help you in your own professional development or in your own career development journey. So I learned this earlier on in my career, and I think I learned it from my boss, being Gatotoyi. And I try to rephrase, right? So two ideas that I want to share today. For me, it's two professional development ideas that I am very certain works. It has worked for me, and I believe that it will work for you. The first is learning every day. Learning every day. That's one professional development idea that I've learned, that I picked up and has worked for me. And I'm very certain that it will work for you. So what does learning every day means? So in your journey to professional growth, career growth, or in your journey to leadership, right? One of the things that you must pay attention to is ensure you are learning something every day that improves your work or that improves your life. So I'm going to say it in this way. Find a way to learn something every day. Find some time to learn something every day that is improving the way you work, right? Or improving the way you live your life, right? So, and I'm going to use myself as an example. But before then, let me even break it down a bit on how can you really learn every day, because a lot of people just try to give excuses about time. Oh, we don't have time. I don't have enough time to read something or to learn something every day. That's not true. I think that learning should begin first with a goal, right? Learning should begin with a goal. So you want to ask yourself, what's because learning is a means to an end, not an end in itself, right? So you want to create a goal, right, that guides what you are learning, right? So let's say, for example, you want to be an investment banker, right? Or you want to be the head of your department in the next 2 years or in the next 3 years or at the end of the year, right? So that's a goal. You are setting a very specific goal. I want to be the head of investment banking, or I want to be the head of recruitment at so and so industry. You want to be the head of recruitment at a consulting firm, or you want to be the head of recruitment, or you want to be the head of accounting, all right, or the head of finance at your organization. So that's a goal. You have set that goal for yourself. So that goal will now help you shape what you should learn, right? So I believe that learning should always begin with a goal, right? In terms of your professional development, always have a goal first, and then do certain gap analysis. So based on your goal, you need to ask yourself, where are you now, right? So because you have to start from where you are to where you say you want to be. So if you say you want to be head of finance in your organization, right? Gap analysis means you are now analyzing where you are compared to where you want to go to, right? So perhaps where you are right now is you are just, I mean, you're not just where you are right now is you are a member, you're a team member of the finance team, right? So, and then your goal is to be head of finance at that's your organization. So you are doing gap analysis. You now need to ask yourself, what do I need to know and what do I need to start doing to get to where I need to be? What do I need to know and who do I need to be, right? What do I need to start doing so that I can get to where I say I want to get to? So that's gap analysis. So you are now beginning to put details to paper, right? You're now beginning to put details that guides your research and that shapes what you are learning every single day, right? So The moment you know what you have a goal and then you have done the gap analysis, you now need to drill down, right? That response helps you now shape what you are learning on a regular basis, right? So the reason I say learn every day, I would have just said learning, but the truth of the matter is that learning cannot just be assumed, right? Learning cannot be left to chance, right? You must find a way to be learning something every day that ties into where you say you want to go to, right? So that's why I said learn every day. Learning every day is a big professional development hack, whether you like it or not, right? It's something that has worked for many, right? I have learned from the life of many people, and I have also tried this on my own, and it has helped me. It shapes your thinking, and it also shapes your action, right, to where you say you want to go to. So create a learning goal, right? Create a goal for yourself, right? Do gap analysis, right? Compare where you are to where you want to be, and then ask yourself where you need to start doing what you need to know, right? And that begins to shape what you are reading every day, what you are listening to every day, right? And maybe I should help you do this. Have a certain time in a day where you are learning something, right? So it could be on your way to work. It could be on your way back from work. You just plug into something that you're learning. You're reading something that shapes your thinking about where you say you want to go to. You are reading something that shapes your action. You're listening to something that helps you become better, right, in relation to the goal that you set for yourself. I think this is a very big professional development hack. I want you to try it and perhaps give me a feedback, right? That's my one that's the first idea I wanted to share. The second idea I want to share is um, give value every day, right? Give value every day. So um, originally I wanted to say that you should build relationships every day, but the truth of the matter is that I didn't want to make it look like a lot of time when we talk about build relationships, it's transactional. It ends up being transactional, and it has worked for me, right? I've observed many other people when they talk about relationships. So I thought about this to say, instead of saying you should build relationships every day, I think you should focus more on giving value every single day. Because if you give value every single day, the truth of the matter is that you are building relationships without you knowing, right? And you are not becoming transactional in the entire value chain. So it's about you saying everybody you meet, you want to find a way to ensure that you are giving value to them, because we meet people every day on your way to work, on your way back, in church, in class, at the office. We always meet new people. We always meet people every day. But the truth of the matter is that have we ever asked ourselves, what exactly of value have I given to this person, right? That can be a source of strength to either myself or to the other person. The truth of the matter that we must know is nobody forgets anybody who adds value to them. I'll say it again. Nobody forgets anyone who adds value to them. So make it a goal or make it a daily habit to give value to somebody you meet, right? Whether randomly or intentionally, right? So make it a daily habit, right? So don't just learn every day. As you learn every day, give value every day. In your office, wherever you are, find a way to give something of value to everyone you meet. And it's very simple, right? So it could be, there are many ways you can give value. Let me give an example, because every time we talk about giving, people always think that it's about giving money. There are many intangible things that you can give that would be a plus in the life of people, that also be a professional development hack for you. A good example is one of the reasons I started doing podcasting is because I wanted to learn from the lives of people, but I also wanted to create a platform to share what I am learning from various leaders that I interview or that I speak to on my podcast. Those are the two reasons I started doing podcasts. So podcasting for me was like creating my own university to learn certain things that I wish I had learned, right, on I mean in the last few years of my life. Or right, for me it's about, can you get into the head of certain thought leaders or certain career professionals and pick certain lessons that they have learned on their journey And can you now create a platform to share such ideas and such insights, right? So I tell you that podcasting for me, it's a big, big learning platform for me, but it's also a learning platform for many others. So it is me giving value to many people, create a platform where I give value to people. So imagine you starting a podcast, right? Starting a podcast where you are sharing the thoughts of many other persons within your industry. And I mean, I gave this idea to somebody in the university, right? The guy was studying finance, and I said, imagine starting a podcast called something around finance, right? And then you are interviewing, you are a student, but you are interviewing every head of finance professional within different industry and within very different sector, and you are taking topics within finance, right? And then you are speaking to people who have experience, expertise in those topics that are not theoretical, right? Because a lot of things you may be learning in the university are theoretical, but imagine taking those theoretical concepts and having conversations with experts or hands-on professionals, right, across different industries and organizations, right? So that becomes a university for you, but also a platform where you are giving ideas or you are giving value to some other persons who may need it, right? So that's like giving value. That's one idea or one example on how you can give value. Another way you can give value is share relevant articles that you see, right, that helped you, right? We stumble upon a lot of resources, a lot of articles that may have helped us, right? Think about who may need this and share it. I mean, if you don't know who may need it, share it on your social media handles, right? Share it on your feeds. Somebody else, somebody who needs it will pick it up, we see it, and then they don't usually forget. People don't forget people who add value to them. That's one thing I've learned in my journey, right? The third example is that you can recommend books or courses that has helped you, right? We all have. So one of the questions I always ask my guests on my podcast is, can you recommend one book that in your lifetime or in your journey has made a huge impact, right, on you? Those kind of questions help you dissect, help you find resources that has helped other people, and then can help you, because what help other people may also help you, right? So if you find resources, books, courses that has helped you, do well to recommend. That's one way of giving value to many people. Another way of giving value to people every day is you are going to meet somebody on your way to work, or you're going to meet somebody in the office, or you're going to hear somebody give and complain about something or have a problem, right? And just take some time to think about who can help this person solve this problem, who in your contacts can help this person solve this other person's problem, right? And do your best to introduce people to someone that can solve their problem. That's a way of sharing value or giving value every single day. Now, the gist of all of this is make it a daily habit to give something of value to somebody, right? That can help improve their life. There's one idea that just came to mind. Why not also offer to mentor or coach someone? So most times we think that what qualifies us to mentor somebody is that we need to have 10 years of experience, 15 years of experience. We need to be 2 years, decades in our industry. And yes, but not completely true, right? The what qualifies you to really mentor somebody is the openness to do so, the willingness to do so, right? Because there's really somebody who does not know what you know, right? There's somebody in your life who does not know what you currently know. Find a way to give value to those persons, right? So whether you are 2 years in your career, 5 years in your career, wherever you are, there's usually somebody, there's always somebody who is looking forward to being in your position. There's always somebody who is looking forward to do what you do. There's always somebody who is looking forward to grow the way where you are, to be where you are today. So why not offer your time, offer your resources, just offer to mentor somebody or coach somebody to become better or to be where you are currently, right? Another way you can give value is recommend workshops, seminars. I mean, there's a workshop you are attending, don't just keep it to yourself, right? Right? There's a training you are attending, don't just keep it to yourself. There's somebody somewhere who may need it. Share it on your social media handles, right? And that person finds it and attend the same seminars, and we never forget that he found it on your social media handles, right? That's just a few ways to deliberately give something of value to somebody, right? That would help them, grow. Why you do that? The truth of the matter is that if you help other people light their candle, your own will not go off, right? It keeps your candle on as well. So helping other people light their candle does not automatically turns your off. It turns your own off. So find a way to give something of value, celebrate people's accomplishments, request for feedback. That's one important professional development idea that I realize work when, especially because when you say give value to people, one of the ways to really give value to people is sometimes ask for feedback about your work, right? How do what I do at the office improve what you do in your work, right? That's asking for honest feedback, and then they share with you, and then it becomes a tip for you to improve your work and improve your career. So I think this works. So all of the things I've shared in the last few minutes is: first, learn every day. Second, give something of value every single day. If you do these two things, I think that you will not just grow, you would also improve every other person's around you. I think I want to believe that this episode has helped you. So I look forward to sharing more episodes in subsequent time. So just keep tabs with us, or keep tab with this podcast. I would have new guests, right, coming up. So see you soon. Thank you for listening.